When and where were you born?
I was born in Maui in the year of 1902.
Please describe your parents, brothers, and sisters.
I have 5 brothers and 5 sisters. And they were, nationally, my mother was Chinese, half Chinese, Chinese Hawaiian. And my dad was part Hawaiian, mostly German. He was German, English German. And my parents, my dad, he was born here in Kona. And from Kona, they went to Honolulu, and from Honolulu went to Maui. And that's where he married my mother in Maui. And, well, he was one of the cowboys too around there. And lived there all his lifetime. And when we were kids, we had to work. We never fooled around nothing. We had to go to school 2 miles, almost 2 miles from our house to school. And there was no bus transportation those days. You could walk or ride a donkey to school. But yeah, we had a kind of hard life too. We were a poor family.
Yeah.
And when our school, we never have no high school there. We lived way up in the country. We go to school up to 8th grade, and that was all. Well, some of the people who had money, they go to Honolulu or somewhere else. But,
what languages?
Wait, let's stop for just a second. I want to move this a little bit closer.
You want me to look over there? Or?
No, you can just...
Yeah.
See, this is the microphone here.
Oh, I
just
see.
want to pick up your voice.
Oh, I see.
Maybe talk a little bit louder because the chickens.
Yeah.
Talk as loud as you can.
Okay.
What language was spoken in your house?
Well, we spoke same, what are you talking here now? Same kind of language.
Yeah. Where in Kona did you live during the 1930s? Please describe the house.
Well, I lived over in Kona, and I had a 2-bedroom house, and I lived there, from the 1923 until the 1960.
What kind of discipline did your parents use with you when you were growing up?
Well, I tell you, they're pretty strict with us. They say there's no playing around like that. In the evening, we come back and get your lesson if you go, homework, whatever it is. And before we go to bed, we all get together and say a prayer. Okay? And after it's all out, put it to bed, and we have to get up early in the morning.
You go to school again? What religion
Stop for just a second. I gotta move this thing back here. We got a couple of things in the background I want to get. Okay. And could you again describe the house down in Ho'okina?
He did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
What religion did you practice during the 1930s?
I didn't get that. What is it?
What religion did you practice during the 1930s?
We were Mormons.
Okay. What kind of things did you talk about with your friends during the 1930s?
Yeah, we talk just like what are you talking here now, all kinds about horses, about cattle, about dogs and everything else, you see. But we like to go hunting too, talk about, generally they talk about the big pig that got away, you know. And the fishermen, they talk about the big fish that, always the big fish that got away. Well, they never talk about the big one they caught.
Could you tell us a hunting story? Exciting. Do you remember any exciting hunting stories?
Well, I tell you one about my brother right here. I was working for the ranch out here, and he was working with me. And one morning, we had a trap set, you know what I mean? We had a corral set, and I guess that it wasn't a small corral, it was a big pasture. And one morning, the boy that goes out and drive horses down in the morning, come back and say, he says, this whole flock of wild cattle up there in that holding place up there. So, well, the boys, we were all ready to go out and do our work. Well, the guy comes down with a horse, and we say, well, today we don't go up the mountain. We stay down and try to rope those cattle. You can't drive this wild. So my brother happened to be there, and he was supposed to go up the mountain. I said, well, Otto, no mountain today. We go up there and catch his cattle. So everybody got their horses, and well, Otto, he didn't have a real cowboy, 10.5 wild horses. And I said, well, pick any one of my horses in there. So he picks a nice, good one of my horses there. Kind of, not a really good cow pony, but a good stylish horse. So he liked to kind of show off a little bit about this horse, you see. So we go up the hill, and there was all these cattle there. Everybody, I said, now don't catch cows, only bulls or steers. So we go out, and well, Otto, he goes out, and I think he was the first one caught this bull right, not too far from the corral. So those days, as soon as you rope them, you get around a tree because they charge. You see, so you go for a tree. See, the only tree around there was papaya trees. See, and so he winded the rope around that big old papaya tree, and he tied his bull. Everybody else went, and I lassoed one. I caught the steer that they've been trying to catch for a long, long time, and he's always disappeared. So the cowboys, they call him a devil steer. They call him the devil steer. They couldn't catch him, but anyway, that was his hard luck that day, and I roped him. And my other son, my son Donald, he happened to be there. Well, he was not much of a cowboy because he was with the fire department, see. So I passed my rope over him, and I told him, Donald, you hang on to the rope. But anyway, this steer fell down. When I gave him a jerk, he fell down. So I told him, you stay here with your horse, and tie the rope on the saddle. Okay? So we all took off, went up, I roped another bull, and then I got him around a tree. Up there we had, a little better than papaya trees, we had this, what do you call them, rubber trees. They have rubber trees here. You know what a rubber tree?
Yeah.
Not the kind on a pencil, you know, another kind.
Yeah.
So, well, got mine, and everybody, I had about 5 of us up there, and everybody got these bull steers and all that. So finally Otto, he comes up and he said, well, I got mine tied to the papaya tree down there. Okay, so we got everybody together. Well, where's the drugstore? They call my son drugstore cowboy, because he always come there. He was dressed up not like a cowboy. He come to, you know, like a fire boy and firefighter. So where's that drugstore cowboy? Well, he's not here. But I knew all the time where he was, you see. But well, John, you go down and see where Don. So he goes down, and well, Donald still had Donald was tired of waiting so long there. So the steer was laying down. He jumped off his horse. The horse holding it. He tied it, hog-tied it, and the steer had at least he knew that much. So, well, finally, John meets him there. The steer, all right, he made sure that the rope was tied good, hog tied. And then he come up, we're waiting. So Donald comes in the back, and John comes up, and John Flood said, he just gave him a hint. He said, what what he caught down there must be a calf. And he made sign that he said, he horned the big horn with that. The devil steer, get that long, extra long. So they, nah, it can't be. They wouldn't believe him, you see. So anyway, after everything was filed, we got tied up, everything.
When you were a teenager, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Wait a minute. I'm not through yet.
Oh, okay.
So, well, we come down, and this other boy didn't believe what John told us, that he caught this big steer, you see. So we come down, there was this steer tied to the hog tied there. They all look at one another. How the hell did damn drugstore cowboy get a big steer? And hog tie him too. It's not so easy to knock him down now. Well, Donald, he said, well, that's the way. Don't call me a drugstore cowboy. Well, that's what I can do. Okay, we got that on out of the way. So we go see the bull that's tied to the papaya tree. So it's a papaya tree. Everybody, when you tell them the story of papaya tree, what that there was a papaya tree, a little wind come and knock them over. Huh? But this bull did not. You know, you won't believe me that tree was, well, I tell you, much bigger than that telephone pole. Great big tree, maybe about 2 feet in diameter, and a tree about 20, 30 feet high. So Otto goes there and he puts it up. Now we're going to take him to the corral. So he gets his rope on him. And we put 2 ropes on him. While the bull was jumping there, around the tree, a branch broke from all that. And that branch came right down and landed right on the back of his horse. And that horse started bucking over there. Otto went up in the air and he came floating down. He went pretty high up, but he come down, good thing it was all grass there, and he come just floating down, you know, not one of those kind coming head over heels, you know, but I get down so well, nobody wanted to laugh with everything, they laughed back until everything was all through, then everybody burst out because of the way how he came down, and so Otto said, well, that damn rope caught me on the back when the horse was bucking, the rope caught him on the back, and turned him over. Well, that's true or false, but anyway, he went down in the grass, you see. So we get the bull over there. That was, got him in a pen, that was all for that day, you see. But for 1 week, they were talking about this devil steer and talking about the bucking horse that bucked the Otto off, you see. So that's part of that story.
When you were a teenager, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, I want to be a cowboy. Because that's all we know over there. There was nothing else. Either cowboy or a pig hunter. Or I never go fishing because I never swim a stroke. Well, we go hunting out there. From where we live, there's a lot of wild hogs around. All that. We go hunting. Things like that, you know, then horses, well, that's all we can ride. There's no such thing as automobiles or anything like that. We're up in the sticks, there were no roads around the place. So, about your age there, but that's all we think about is horse. Huh? No saddle, we ride in bareback. We don't have money to buy a saddle.
What kind of work did you do in the Kona during the 1930s?
1930, I was a carpenter. I was a cowboy up on the ranch. After that, I became a carpenter. We see when I first come here, it was all Hawaiian, mostly Hawaiians, and mostly all Chinese, Koreans. Not too many Japanese around the place, but there was quite a few Japanese and Koreans. They were first, and all mostly Hawaiians were we come. And well, it was funny, you know. I was about the only white kid around here. You see, that time I was 19 years old when I came, and Hawaiians were speaking Hawaiian. You see, they said. Well, okay, Kiki Howley, you know, where does Howley come from, you see? So, well, I understand Hawaiian. My grandmother was Hawaiian. She never spoke a word of English, where we have to learn Hawaiian too. Huh? So I let them talk, and they say all kinds about, they wondering where I come from and all that. And that was just about end of the First World War, you see. And they thought that he might be one of the soldiers, you see. Because those days we wear khaki pants and khaki shirts. And well, I never let him tell him I knew Hawaiian. So I made friends with a Hawaiian Chinese boy down there. He was a mail carrier. Well, I had to make friends with somebody. So he was my friend. Every once in a while he'd come pick me up on Saturday or Sunday. We don't work Sunday, we work the other again. So go down the beach. And well, you get down there and the fishermen down there, they light a fire outside, the wives or somebody light a fire. Before they get the fish, they light the fire already. They know how they're going to get. So they go out and they catch all this fish and come there, they throw them on the charcoal. And in Hawaiian they said, I wonder what's going to feed this hungry person. I don't think he can eat the kind of way of cooking fish right on the charcoal. So one of the guys said, you eat fish? I said, oh yeah, I can eat fish. You eat them this way? I said, well, I don't know, I never eat them this, but if you folks can eat them, I guess I can eat them too. I'll try. So, and they bring fish. Hawaii never miss. They have chili peppers in the yard. Is the first thing they plant is chili peppers. You see, so you put in there. Chili peppers, those little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they tell me, oh, this is Hawaiian cherries. I said, oh, Hawaiian cherries, good eat. Well, some of them take a little bite there, and you see tears coming down their eyes. But I ate a lot of chili peppers long before I come here. Where I come from was a country place too. So, well, I took a little bite, but I didn't never take the really ripe one. I took a green one. So, and what do you call it? Well, I ate with them and all that, and they were saying Hawaiian, my gosh, this Howie, he's all right. He eats anything we eat. He can eat. So, well, got on that way. That was for that. And then I get around, and so you can wonder, my gosh, I wonder where this guy, everything was. They think I was out there. I never try to talk Hawaiian to myself. Just how we all talk. So we've been for a long time that way, And I had Japanese friends, and our friends, the two Japanese men there, they used to rent service, They had one of those old Model T Fords, and from Kealia up to Kilakekua, 2 bits you go up there. Go both ways, go and back. Those days, gasoline was cheap and everything else, Gasoline was just about 9 or 10 cents a gallon compared with today.
Yeah.
So, well, he said, hey, Willie, you want to go ride car? I go take some passengers out to see how they side. That's south. I said, oh, yeah, okay, I'll go. So he had 2 old ladies in the back there, and they were going. Then there were a lot of houses on the side of the road. And a little shack underneath. Every house they see this, so they call the driver to stop. Well, the guy would stop and he'd, oh, aloha mama, aloha papa, aloha, it's aloha. And they all talk, and they yell from the house and from the car. Then they go a little bit more and stop again, and they keep stopping all the way over. So finally they got over, and I said, hey, Oyagi-san, how far more are we going? He said, oh, 2 more turns, he said. Well, we had about 500 turns from Kealia to Opiali, So then he said, 2 more turns. I said, oh, okay. So they went around the first turn. There was a house on the side of the road. And they stopped again. So and they aloha and all that stuff. And this old Japanese, well, he said something kind of nasty to them, just teasing, So I thought, well, this is my time. So after he got through, he said, well, okay, all power, they moved. So I turned in the back and I said to these two women, I said, oh, pela about it, yeah? And, that means, this Japanese have a nasty mouth, he got a dirty mouth. Dirty word, he said, And I tell you, those two, they blushed, they were so damn, they changed color there, these two women in the back there. Because they were talking all the way over, they were talking about, wondering who I was and where I come from, and it must be how they, all that. And so when I told them this, they got out, when we stopped at the place where they're supposed to get off, these two, one was supposed to get there and another, maybe a couple hundred yards, the other one homeward. But the both of them jumped out of the car and they took off, run up the hill, And I said, oh, Yaki-san, what's the matter with those two women? They don't pay you, huh? He said, well, bye-bye, catch them, they're renting cars. I said, why they run? He said, I don't know, you say something, they know. So that's the story about the Howley boy, So then, from that on, they were pretty careful how they talk after that. The word went around, hey, that guy, he knows Hawaiian.
Did you ever get married?
Oh, yes.
When?
1922. Between 22 and 23. Yeah.
To whom?
Julia Bush. She was half white, father pure English and Hawaiian. Her mother was Hawaiian.
Did you have any children?
I had 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls.
Where are they now?
One lives right up here, where those tall trees up there. That's the oldest boy, Donald. And the other boy lives over Kona, where the first house, my first house where I lived, my house. Yeah. I gave him the house. Then I have 2 daughters, one in Arizona, she has a whole family there, and one in Honolulu.
Do you think the changes that have taken place in Kona since the 1930s have been good or bad?
Oh, I think it can't be bad, it can be good. I think,
sort of between?
Well, now, at least you boys growing up, you can get a job, you can get around, you can be like our days, I say cowboy, cowboy is a lord of all the lords. You can't be any lord in work and all that. The cheapest pay is a cowboy. And next to that is a road worker, pick and shovel. There was no such thing as trucks or anything. The biggest vehicle they had was a wheelbarrow and a pick and shovel. So the cowboy is the lord of everything, see. So that's why today you go to school. I'm pretty sure you won't want to go push a wheelbarrow, you're right home, I think.
I do that all day at my house anyway.
A lot of kids today, they don't go push a wheelbarrow, they'd rather do something else. They don't push a wheelbarrow with a load of manure or something in it. Okay? Yeah, I have 2 wheelbarrows here. You want to practice? Every morning I get out there with horse, horse fashion, shovel that up, get the place clean. You don't see any piles on it.
What did you do for entertainment during the evening?
Entertainment? There's no time for entertainment. After work, you go back, you take a shower. Well, those days, no shower, you got to be in the tub because there's no water to waste. You never have no running water like you have today. It depends on the rain. If no rain, you go down the beach and drink brackish water, live in brackish water, bathe in the ocean. But today, you did everything. You turn the faucet, water come out. Because there is no such thing as, everybody had a water tank. And of course today they have all kinds of, some of them never have a tank. All they do is a barrel, those old salmon barrels or something. And you got to save it. The roof leak a little bit, well, put a pan of, some kind of pan on it, get some can, save every bit of water.
Do you have neighborhood or family parties?
Well, the only time we have parties when somebody's birthday or holidays. We have holidays and all that kind of stuff. We have parties, yeah. We still have them today. You see these tables here? Every Christmas, every New Year's, I get all the kids in the country come here. I have more tables in the back there. We set them up. One time some time ago, when I was a little younger, we used to have them down the beach. We have as many as 200 people come there and feed them. Put your pig, 1 or 2 pigs, throw them in an emu. You know what an emu?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we cook them there, and everybody around there. You know. Every time we have a Santa Claus come there, take care of the kids. And we don't pick somebody that the kid's going to recognize. We get somebody that he's still on. The Santa Claus still here, big red, he's big blondie guy. You might see him sometime around Chillicothe. He goes on, he drives a big Ford dragon. We have a trailer with one of those lawnmowers where you go around in the field.
Did you ever eat out in a restaurant?
Well, we very seldom if I was under a special occasion maybe.
What kind of music did you hear during the 30s?
Hawaiian music. You play the ukulele and guitar and all that kind of stuff. That's it. And not all the time. You only have some special occasion. No time for music those days.
Can you sing one of your favorite songs?
No, I never sing. There's no time for singing. Yelling. You drive cattle, you lose all your voice chasing the cattle around the place. Scolding the dogs and running off, catching a pig or something. Yelling at a dog, or you lose your voice, you can't sing.
Tell us about the movie theaters and movies in Kona in the 1930s.
Well, movies, yeah, we had little movies. You know, they had, we never have no such thing as electricity. But the movie people, they had some of these those days they had packet cars and all this PSLs and all that kind of old cars. And they had a special generator on those cars, you see, and it's all cars that they don't use them on the road anymore, so they take them and they rig up some kind of a motor on it, make the motor and they generate electricity. So the guys had a theater over in Kelia, one right down here, Kona now, one up by Monago, okay, and kind of near, well, I don't go that far. I think just below the hospital there is you see a tall building there, painted green, all rusty roof, and well, right alongside there was a theater there too, Chinese stuff. Well, the theater run by, the one that comes here was Japanese. The other one, up there, okay, Autumn. So the other was well, the Chinese and the Japanese, they were over here in Kelia. They come there twice a week, Sunday nights, and I think it's one weekday, Wednesday or Thursday night. Well, they start the movie from 6 o'clock, and they end up at about 1 o'clock in the morning. Half of the time they fixing the generator, you know, or the tape cut, something like that. That's what they're patching up. But while we're waiting, then they always come continue, to be continued, and all that stuff. next one, because you have to go next time. And the movies those days were Charlie Chaplin and all that. So that's about it. Then the children, 10 cents for the movie, 10 cents. Adults, 20 cents.
Did they have any contests, like beauty contests, sports, coffee picking?
Well, no, there was no time for that. The people scattered. There was no contest. Not that I know.
Did carnivals ever come to Kona in the 1930s?
Yeah. Eddie Fernandez, you heard of Eddie Fernandez?
Yeah.
He used to come. That was old time. Well, the only place you get hold was Kona, and the Kona, they're not up where it is now, down below, Makai Road. You know where Jack Green was? Yeah? Over there in the pasture there. That was where they have there. And a baseball field there, and everything else was down there. Kona was just a couple of buildings there. So.
Did they have parades then? Did they have parades then?
You had one?
Parades?
Oh, parades. Well, that's only 4th of July. 4th of July, 11th of June, they have this parade. Just not sure.
Was there a newspaper in Kona in the 1930s?
Well, we had a newspaper. Had the Tribune, not Tribune Herald, but they had a Japanese Kona Echo. And they, advertiser. They had advertisers. Star Bulletin. Of course, they got to come every 10 days. Every 10 days, and you get a paper. Somebody, ship used to come in every 10 days, bring your mail up.
What kind of sports did people play outside of school?
Well, that's baseball. That was the main sport, baseball. They had all different teams. They had Kona had a team in Kona now, and they had a Japanese team, and they had this Howley team would be, say, the half white people, and school teacher from the mainland. That's from the country. That's on the sports they had.
What were some popular toys back then?
Well, toys, I guess the girls used to play, what do you call those, jacks and ball and jacks. The boys, well, they spin top, top and whatever, something like that it was. And marbles, bet marbles. Since used to bet too.
Was it difficult to own a car back in the 1930s?
Well, you had the money, you can buy cars. There's plenty of cars around, but not too many people had that kind of money to buy. Today we say cheap. Those days, $500 you buy a Ford car. But who had $500? Nobody had $500. Captain Cook, they were the agents here for Ford cars. Captain Cook, there was a big, they had a grocery store and everything else around there, and they were agents for Ford cars.